Hey everyone, it's Rihanna and welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be on one of my absolute all-time favourite TV shows, Dark. Now if you have no idea what Dark is, I recommend you go watch my video here or here on why you should watch Dark Season 1. It is a fantastic TV show if you're into sci-fi or mysteries or time travel. Yeah, just go watch that video and then go watch Dark, basically. This video is going to be spoiler-filled about Season 1 and Season 2, so I guess if you've not watched Season 1 or Season 2, I recommend you click off this video and watch Season 1 and Season 2, because this video is going to be the top 5 what the fuck moments of Dark Season 2. I tried to do a review, it was so difficult, so I'm just doing this video because I need to talk about the show, I need you guys to watch it, and I need to talk to people about it. Right, so the top 5 what the fuck moments of Dark Season 2. Starting off at number 5, Adam is the older Yanis. Now this big reveal was actually spoiled for me because somebody wrote it in the comments of my Season 1 review. I deleted that comment so no one can see it anymore, and thank God for that because it is a huge major spoiler. A lot of people did say they saw this reveal coming, so that is why it's so high on the list, and because of the fact that it was spoiled for me, so I knew it was coming. It's just how it is. I feel like that's fair. So in episode 4 of season 2, Yanis finds himself in the 1921 timeline. He is greeted by a younger Noah who leads him to this mysterious figure named Adam. The only thing we know so far about Adam is that he seems to be the leader of this sort of cult religion, Sigmundus, who are a group of travellers, and he's just a generally mysterious guy, and the guy who has told Noah to do all of the bad things he did in season 1. It's believed that Adam and Sigmundus and the travellers are on the opposing side of Claudia, who is the good side, but in Dark, who knows who is good and who is bad. Towards the end of episode 4, Yanis asks the question to Adam, "Who are you?" This is a question we have been screaming for the last 4 episodes. Adam replies with, "Don't you know?" and then proceeds to reveal the scarring on his neck, which obviously matches 2019 Yanis. Then of course the episode ends. Dark loves a cliffhanger. At this point I'm shocked, Yanis is shocked, everybody's shocked, because from the beginning of the show Yanis has been our heroic character, he's been through so much, and just to believe that he becomes Adam, who is very manipulative and persuasive and is a leader of a somewhat cult, is pretty unbelievable. Yanis transitioning into Adam must happen somewhere between adult Yanis and obviously elder Yanis. What that event might be, I have no idea. Season 3 is going to have to answer that for me. This is just adding to our list of questions about Dark on how the hell Yanis became Adam. How did Adam's face become like that? How did he discover Sigmundus? And how did he make the man-made time machine? So many questions! It was definitely a what the fuck moment. Even though I knew what was going to happen, it was still a shocker. At number 4, we have a what I like to call title of an It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia episode, Magnus and Francisca join a cult. The big reveal was that Magnus and seemingly Francisca, the older versions of those characters, have joined Sigmundus. Now the show only confirms that Magnus has joined Sigmundus because they never mention Francisca by name, but the woman who accompanies him throughout the show, well, the older version of Magnus, looks very familiar. Dark has a very good way of casting the older and younger versions of the characters. It's very good and very clever. Now we know that at the end of episode 8, Magnus, Francisca and Bartos all time travel with adult Yanis to don't know where, but it's just before the apocalypse happens they all travel together. So sometime in between that and the 1921 timeline, even though that makes no sense because that's in the past, Dark does these things to me. Somewhere in between that time, they join Sigmundus. I'm pretty sure it's Francisca because at the end of episode 6, Magnus asks Adam why he set Yanis on the path he did instead of another path, and Francisca tells him that they all have to make sacrifices. And it just makes sense as they're a couple when they're young characters as to when they're old characters, and there's not many other characters to choose from other than Francisca in this situation. So Magnus and Francisca joined a cult, everybody. This reveal was really shocking to me because Magnus and Francisca as teenagers are two of my favourite characters in the show. They are innocent and just wanting to know what goes on, and to know that as adults they've joined Sigmundus and they're in this war against time and God. I felt a little bit betrayed by their characters, but obviously we don't know what happens to them for them to join Sigmundus. We can't judge. It was still a shocking reveal. And the way they did it, they revealed Magnus's name as like the last line of the episode, and then there was another cliffhanger. Dark and cliffhangers, man. Dark and cliffhangers. I think this twist also revealed that in Dark there's no heroes or villains or light or dark. Everybody just grows as a person through pain, and yeah, it's scary because none of your faves are safe, everybody. Number 3 on my list is Yanis triggered Michael's suicide. In episode 6 of season 2, called An Endless Cycle, we see Yanis from 1921 jump back to 2019. He jumps back to the day before his father commits suicide in order for his father to stay alive. Yanis won't exist, but his father will remain alive and he'll change the course, and Miguel will not actually be abducted and time travel back to the 80s. We see a pre-time travel Yanis wake up in his bed. He's happy, Michael's happy, Hannah's somewhat happy, I guess, and it is just reliving that day and the events of that day. And while Hannah and pre-time travel Jonas are at the Nielsen's, 2019 older Jonas goes back to the Conward house to convince Michael not to kill himself, when in fact Michael was never suicidal in the first place. Yanis arrives and explains and gives him the letter, and the letter is actually part of the bootstrap paradox, where it kind of never has a beginning or an end. The fact that he gives Michael the letter is what brings the letter to Yanis when he writes it. So Yanis travelling back to prevent his father's suicide actually causes his father's suicide, because Yanis is willing to sacrifice himself for his father, but his father is also willing to sacrifice himself for Yanis. And as things plan out and as things have to kind of be the way they are, otherwise Yanis won't exist, Michael does end up killing himself like he does in the cycle previous. Does that make sense? I don't know. I mean, while Yanis is trying to convince his father not to kill himself, future Claudia shows up and says she's seen a world without Yanis and it's a bad place and it's not what he expects, so all these things have to happen. Also really sad because Yanis has been through enough as it is, and so has Michael, and it's a father-son sacrifice. It was such a sad moment on the show, and it was such a mind boggle to watch. Number 2 on my list is Noah is Charlotte's father, and Elizabeth is Charlotte's mother and her daughter. Just Charlotte's timeline in general. Now, Charlotte has been one of the few characters who has not had a lot of connections to the past. Her past is very mysterious. We don't know a lot about her parents in season 1, and season 2 changes that in the most mind-boggling and crazy ways. Charlotte's been scared of Noah ever since he tried to take Elizabeth away when the other children were being kidnapped. And the fact that Noah reveals himself to be her father, poor Charlotte must be going through so much right now. After that reveal, I feel like my opinion about Noah changed a little bit, because we don't know why Charlotte was taken away from him and why Elizabeth was taken away from him. I feel like Sigmundus has controlled and manipulated his life, and he's trying to change that around by telling Charlotte who he really is. And I felt a little bit sorry for Noah, even though he's done really bad things. I mean, Noah being Charlotte's father was one mindfuck. Another mindfuck was Elizabeth, Charlotte's daughter, also being her mother. It's a predestination kind of situation that I can't figure out. Somewhere in that timeline, Noah and Elizabeth had Charlotte, Elizabeth and Charlotte were taken away from Noah, and then Charlotte has Elizabeth with Peter. I'm not sure where their beginning and end comes into this. It's like a chicken and egg situation. I'm just hoping season 3 will explain this to me, because my mind just went I kid you not, I had to rewind Netflix to be like, so this is this and this is this. It completely blew my mind, people. Like, a huge what the fuck moment. Before we get to the number 1 what the fuck moment of Dark Season 2, I have some honourable mentions, because Dark Season 2 has so many what the fuck moments. So my first honourable mention obviously has to be Martha's death. This you could kind of see coming after she escaped the bunker, But I didn't half expect Adam to shoot her, because if Adam is older Yanis, obviously he has had feelings for her in the past. That was a bit shocking right there. Shocking and sad. My next honourable mention is Hannah leaving Ulrich in the 50s. Now, I've never liked Hannah as a character, but when she goes back and Ulrich is not interested in her and he's interested in getting back to his family, she leaves him in the 50s in a prison to go live a new life. Like, if you didn't already hate Hannah, you definitely do now. Like, what the fuck? And my last honourable mention is the fact that Yanis led Miguel to the caves on the night he time travelled back to the 80s. I have no idea what is going on there. Sometime between Yanis now and obviously adult Yanis, that must have happened. But I would feel like adult Yanis would have said something. No? But my sweet innocent Yanis, I can't even fathom how he would do that, so season 3 better give me an answer. And we get to number 1, the biggest what the fuck moment of Dark Season 2, alternate universe. Now, there was no way Dark Season 2 was going to end on a low note or an unsurprising note. There had to be something big in store, and I kind of knew with all the timelines going on there had to be an alternate reality / universe that was going to happen in the show at some point. Now, at the end of episode 8, just before the apocalypse happens, Adam shoots Martha, Yanis is mourning Martha while Adam disappears, and out of nowhere appears an alternate universe Martha. Out of nowhere. And you're sort of like, hang on, alternate universe. Yes! As if Dark wasn't already confusing with all its timelines. It just got more confusing because alternate universe. So alternate universe Martha walks in, she looks different, she has a different presence, and she explains to Yanis that she is not who he thinks she is. She then says that she doesn't have time to explain, that they must go now because obviously the apocalypse is going to happen. She gets this device that looks like a time machine, just smaller and a different version, out of her bag, and they time travel or teleport to another universe, I'm assuming. I've not a clue. I have a feeling this alternate universe is going to be the universe that Claudia was talking about, where Yanis doesn't exist, and that is what is going to break the cycle and the loop. Because I feel like adult Yanis would have told younger Yanis if he had gone to an alternate universe. I feel like that would be a good detail to share with someone. I love the fact that Dark has always been about, it's not about where, it's about when. And now with this alternate universe, it's not about when, it's about what world. I just love the fact that alternate universe Martha said that, because it just got me so excited. I just knew that an alternative universe or multiple universes were going to have to be a part of this show, because there is no way that they could not top season 1, and they did it. They stepped up their game. This season was so much more mind-blowing and mindfuck than season 1, and that is hard to beat. I'm so excited for season 3. I have so many questions. If you guys want to talk theories and want to know just some general thoughts about the show that I have, like the cinematography, acting, etc., leave comments down below. I want to talk to you guys about this show. I want to know your theories. I hope you liked this top 5 what the fuck moments video. I had to get my opinions and feelings out there. I had so much fun making this video as well. I never do stuff like this, so if you want to see more, let me know. And if you liked this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. All my social media links are down below in the description if you want to come follow me. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you very soon. Bye!